Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your summer solstice reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time, Sagittarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. We have the Chariot. So it's really funny because this is Cancer energy, right? And the first day of this summer solstice is on the beginning of Cancer season. So here, there is a real sense of not letting the summer solstice take over your life. Like, no, don't let it take the reins. You have to take the reins. And I know somebody's asking, like, how will the summer solstice take over my life? It's emotions running too high. It's a real sense of wanting to achieve, but taking on really intense tasks and not giving yourself any time to learn or to grow or anything like that. It's just like, I have to be perfect right off the bat. And it just doesn't work that way. So there's this real sense of needing to take the reins and not let yourself just be swooped up by the energy of the summer. It's like, this is everything that I want to do. This is everything, every place that I want to go. It's like, okay, these are the reins that I'm taking in. This is how I'm moving for me. This is what I need for me. It's going to be very important. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh. So we have right here for our chakra energy, we have the soul star. We have the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. And this is universal light. With the summer solstice coming in, there's this radiance to us. There's this light that's guiding us. There's this real sense of, okay, this is me. And we have to let that shine. So let's look at our tarot energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Okay. Angels and spirit guides. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Oh, so angels and spirit guides. Okay. So we're starting with the theme of the summer and also our spirit guide energy and how it's moving us. This is the Knight of Pentacles. This is prosperity and success and bounty. We're going to be moving slowly and steadily during this time. So if we want to really push things forward and there's this sense of urgency, remember that the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. This is slowly and steadily moving towards what we want, what we need, what we desire, but really laying down a fantastic foundation. It moves us to what's growing rapidly within our lives, and this is the Page of Pentacles. We're taking on a very different insight to things. We're looking at things in a very different way, and we're being the student of of what is prosperity for us, where we want to be, what we want, what we value, what's important, what isn't important. And we're moving towards that goal with determination. But there's also this sense of curiosity. So this has been growing within us, and this is what we're going to be focusing on during the summer. The curiosity of how do I expand, or what do I need, or where do I want to be for me, or what is it that I want? And it brings us then to where we need the fire in our lives for this summer. And it's with the 10 of Swords. It's looking at all the hardships and all the pains and all the disappointments that we have been through, and seeing how they have kind of broken us down a bit, how they have taken the spark out of our eyes and our lives. And this is the rising out of that darkness. This is the moving into our passion and into what we're discovering for ourselves and where we really want to be for us. This is a rising out of the darkness, and this is a real sense of determination. So the fire that's coming back into our lives is that, no, I haven't been beaten down. And no, I haven't been, I don't get to be forgotten, and I haven't been silenced. It moves us then to how can we help the intentions that were planted in the spring really grow. And this is with the Knight of Wands. Now we're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. So this is us moving forward with tenacity, with input. And how we help them grow is that we believe in what we are planting. We believe in what we want. We don't just sit there and think, oh no, this couldn't possibly, I can't possibly achieve. This gets to be everybody else's achievement, but it doesn't get to be mine. We have to stop putting ourselves last. And also, we have to work hard towards what we want. There is also this energy of, I've given it all. And there can be this energy of burnout that we really need to be mindful of during this time. It moves us to where we should be focusing our creative energy, because our creative energy really peaks during this time, during the summer solstice time frame. And it peaks on the 1st of August, which is the beginning of the harvest season. So we need to look at these 6 weeks and how we're moving and what we are moving towards and how we're channeling our creativity. And this is with the Wheel of Fortune. We're seeing a lot of change come into our lives. We're looking at things very differently. Once we think that we've gotten things like under control, we know exactly the game, what's going on, things change on us. And this is going to be a time when we're entering into a new season. But also where within this new season, we're entering into new prosperities and bounties and time frames within ourselves and for what we want and for where we're headed within our lives. And so things start to move in a very different direction. And this creativity really guides us. It really is a part of us, but it's also going to be very kind of malleable and changeable within us. And we need to focus and embrace that changing, that molding that's going on during this time and the new opportunities that are opening. So how can we make the fullest out of this creative season? And it's really cool because the Chariot, is Cancer energy. The Cancer season begins on the summer solstice. So here we have the sense of really taking the reins. We know what we want, we know what we're looking for. And that's also what we have to be mindful of. Because remember, as we're taking the reins of what we want, as we're embracing the fullness and really fulfilling ourselves during this season, things can kind of go off ring. We can bite off more than we can chew, or we can find that the passion and the creativity and the illumination that is around us is bigger than what we can achieve at this time. We need to take smaller bites type of thing. Here we have I really see this as the evil eye, the eye of protection. And this is going to be a time for us where we are, moving forward, protected and guided and in love with our lives, but also really focusing on a bigger picture of what we want. We can also be taking on a challenge during this time, something that we think, oh my gosh, I really don't want to do this, but we know that it's bettering us. We know that it's going to move us forward in a very positive direction. So we just kind of like hunker down, we take the reins and we go for it. Now, what has been growing within us during the past 6 months, and where is it that we want to be, and how is it that, what have we planted within the winter solstice that is really growing into power and has been guiding us? And this is the Knight of Cups. Our emotions have been leading us a lot during this time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing at all, but we have to make sure we have our emotions under wraps. Not that they don't show at all, but that we have them controlled. Because that's another warning when it comes to the Chariot, that the emotions are taking over and that we don't really get a say, that other people are bullying us through emotional manipulation, or that we're just finding it hard to gain our footing. So what has really come forward is that we're starting to listen more and more with our hearts, but it can also be that we've been through a very sensitive time and we're responding to everything emotionally instead of being more logical with it, or instead of, really saying, okay, well, what is the big deal here, and how does this help me, and how does this hinder me, and where is it that I want to be? So just being aware of that. We can also have somebody in our lives who is very emotional and always needs us to instantaneously respond to those ever-changing emotions. Now, what do we need to let go of from the first half of the year? And it's the 10 of Cups. I actually see this as we're really holding on to somebody else's happiness. We're really looking at what other people, what other people want and how other people view things to be, instead of saying, no, but this is what's right for me. This is what makes me happy. We've almost replaced our own happiness to fit a certain script. And Spirit is saying enough is enough of that. Because we've tried to move forward. It's funny, we've tried to move forward with our hearts guiding us, but we've been emotionally bombarded by everybody else's perfect life, everybody else's, wonderful way of doing things, or, just authoritatively talking about work or family or love or, children. And we think, oh my gosh, I'm doing it wrong. I don't have that same sort of authority. Look at what you love and embrace what you love and say, this is how I'm living my life, period, and stop. It's terrifying, yes, and it can be overwhelming at times, yes, absolutely. But Sagittarius, it's going to be so beneficial, and it's cathartic too. It moves us to what will be our reward at the end of the season. If we kind of play our cards right, if we really grow, and if we really take advantage of this summer season, what is our reward? And it's the fact that the past doesn't have as big a hold of us as it once did. We're finding balance, but we're also releasing a lot of something that was always unobtainable, because either it was completely gone, like the person wouldn't be in our lives again, or it was a perfect moment. And that moment was meant to be looked back on and savored, kind of like really good chocolate, right? You eat that chocolate and you think, oh my gosh, that's delicious. But if you ate the whole box of it, it would just make you sick. So here, it's like, let me savor it and not have to, try to replicate it every single day of my life. And also with the release of the past, it's a real sense of, I'm ready for my future. And that's what we're seeing during the summer solstice. It's like, I'm ready for my future. I'm ready for what I want from my life, or for my dreams to come forward. And there's a real sense of, I'm focusing on my dreams and not what everybody else thinks my dreams should be, or how I should be, or where I should be within my life. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and it's the 10 of Wands. We need to be mindful of overburdening ourselves. We need to be mindful of taking everything on and saying, it's okay, I got it, it's okay, I got it. Or thinking, well, I want it done correctly, so of course I'm going to do this. Or even when we delegate things, to think, okay, I'll just go back and I'll just fix what they did. We need to let things go. Also, we need to not be made to feel so guilty that we think that we have to take everything on. We're reading a little bit too much into other people's words and other people's actions, and it's becoming overwhelming to us. It moves us to our subconscious chakra energy, and that is the crown chakra, the I am presence. I am powerful, prosperous, and bountiful within my life. I am enough, and I am blessed. We have to look at our self-talk. Is it astoundingly negative? A lot of times we talk to ourselves in ways we wouldn't even dare to talk to strangers. Look at your words. Look at what's ping-ponging around in your mouth, in your mind, and what's wanting to come out of your mouth. Look to see, is it positive or is it negative? Is it going to build me up or is it going to break me down? And is it meant to build me up or is it meant to break me down? It moves us to our subconscious tarot energy, and this is justice. This is Libra energy. There's such a sense of, I need balance and harmony and insight in my world. I need to see what I want for myself. And as we're moving forward in this energy, in this understanding, we're moving forward in a greater understanding of us, of the sense of where we want to be and how we want to move forward, and what's powerful for us and what's appropriate for us, and what we love and what we want. We're also going to find that people kind of make fun of us a little bit more during this time, because subconsciously it's saying, will you stay balanced, or will you let them take away your harmony? All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time, of the solstice, and of us. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius, and may you have a blessed summer solstice.